Hey guys, welcome to the Missing Tooth Mukbanger slash A&B Variety TV, and we're starting a new series, guys. Today we are going to be doing a Filipino food series this month of June. So this will be coming out in June, a number of videos related to cooking. Don't mind the mess back here in the studio. So we are here in the kitchen and we're going to start to make beef mechado, something that I grew up with, one of my hubby's favorite dishes that my mom makes. And so we put a little twist of it on our own, and we'll get started. I'll show you what the ingredients are in just a minute. See you later. Okay guys, here's the ingredients. I'm going to read them off here so that you know what we're going to be using. Don't mind the mess in the back here. We're going to use 2 pounds of chuck. It is a beef chuck. Look how expensive beef chuck is now. That's $12 just for 2 pounds. And so we're going to cut those into pieces, trim some of the fat, and we'll show you what that cooking process looks like. We also have garlic here that we're going to crush. We love garlic, so we're going to put 4 instead of 3 that it asks for. A large onion, of course, and instead of water I'm going to use a cup of chicken broth here, as well as 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. That's required when we are sauteing the onions and garlic. It does ask for, guys, some lemon. I have lemon here, but I have calamansi, so I'm going to use some calamansi later. It says to give it just a little bit of citrus hit. A large potato slice. We don't have large potatoes, and the hubby loves potatoes, so we're going to put 3 medium potatoes in there. A 1/4 cup of soy sauce, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and of course our bay leaves or laurel leaves here. And of course salt to taste. We'll do that later as we get to simmering. So I'll show you what the process is here in just a bit. See you guys in a little bit. Bye. Alright everybody, don't mind it's a little dark here, but we'll go ahead and get started. We'll start off first with the 3 tablespoons of oil. We're going to go ahead and oil our pot here. Because the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to saute our onions and garlic until it's translucent. So we'll start off with our crushed garlic. We have 4 crushed garlics here. Get that going. Make sure you don't burn the garlic. You certainly don't want a burnt taste to that garlic, so you want to bring your heat down. We'll fix the color in editing, guys. Alright, we're going to throw our onions in there, and as I mentioned, we're going to get that nice and sauteed and caramelized. Because we want to make sure we get the sweetness out of the onions. So as that's going, I'm going to prepare the beef here for sauteing. Here it is. As you saw, they were long steaks or chuck steaks, and what we did is we cut them in chunks, and I trimmed off a lot of the fat. I normally keep the fat, but since we're cooking it this way, I trimmed some of that fat off. I think we're almost there, guys. That is the meat once again. It is dark, huh? Guys, I'm going to figure out this light. As you know, this is my first cooking vlog on this channel. Alright, that looks a little tender to me. I'll show you what it looks like here. Tip it a little bit so you guys can see. There it is. Alright, let's get the meat in here. Alright, so what we're doing is we are going to saute this until a color turns like a light brown. In this process, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I use this salt here. Sometimes the salt doesn't come out. I hate it. I need a new grinder, guys. This uses better salt. shaker here. There it is. We're going to salt just a little bit there. While that's browning, we'll open up our organic tomato sauce. It is dark, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. We're only going to put about half of this can in there. It did say 8 ounces, so it's about a little over half of this can. And as I mentioned, I'm going to use chicken broth instead of water to give that little bit of salt flavor. And these other ingredients I'll show you later when that happens. So for right now, it's going to be a lot of, we are going to make sure the meat is tenderized. So that takes about an hour to an hour and a half. So this is your standard way of doing it. I think that looks good, guys. Take a look. Oh, that's steam. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and mix this around. The tomato sauce. Again, just half, that's good. A little more than half. Mix it. What we want to do is get that tomato sauce all over that meat. And now we're going to add that cup of chicken stock. Bring that to a boil here. You may need to add a little bit more because we're going to add potatoes too, guys, remember. And we don't want some of that juice that water to disappear, but I'll keep on checking a little later. But this should be enough just to braise the meat here for about an hour. We'll get this going. We'll let it simmer for about an hour and we'll come back and check it out. I forgot to add something, and let's see if we have any here. We're adding a few peppercorns, not a lot, guys, just a few. I forgot to add this, guys, onto that list just to give it that black pepper taste, of course. Now it's boiling. We're going to bring it down to about a gentle simmer. We're going to let this simmer down. Onions and garlic and the peppercorns are going to give a nice little flavor as it continues to simmer here. And then we'll be back in about an hour or so with the remainder of the ingredients as we plop it back in there, and we'll see what the final product looks like. See you guys in a bit. Bye bye. Alright guys, so we are back about an hour, 120 minutes, almost 2 hours, and we finally have some tender beef here. I'll show you what it looks like. And we're going to add some of the other things here in a minute. Just the angle a little bit so you guys can see something. Guys, look at this. It's now tender, or half tender. We still got to put our potatoes in there. So we're going to put our potatoes. I'll show you guys what we're going to do here. So we'll get the potatoes. We'll put those, we'll tuck the potatoes in here. It's only 6 pieces. I like potatoes, but I'm not a big potato person. Mas ano ko sa rice, guys. So the hubby loves potatoes, so we're gonna give him all the potatoes here. And the other thing we're gonna put is some black pepper. We'll put the black pepper in, put the soy sauce in. So there's a little bit of darkness in there. I didn't put all of it. I just put about half of the 3 tablespoons. And then of course this calamansi juice to give a little bit of, well, look at this dark rich. I'm going to put this calamansi juice, guys, to give it a little bit of citrus tart. And of course yung laurel or the bay leaves here. And then ipakulo natin ulit, and then we're going to let it simmer for a few just to get the potatoes going. So you'll see that in a little bit. Put that back on high. It's a very dark, rich red, guys. Naglalaway na ako. Guys, my mouth is watering because it looks so good. It smells really good too. So look at this. Look at that deep red. So we're gonna let that simmer again. The meat is almost there. So this is going to give it some time to really simmer with the potatoes. I'm putting the potatoes here in the center to get that softened up a little bit. Ayan. Alright guys, so we'll see you guys with the final product. See you in a bit. Bye. Alright guys, so we are done. I want to show you the final product here. We're going to plate it in just a little bit, but I wanted to share with you what else we put in there. So besides the potatoes, I did put some bell pepper, so you can put other vegetables in there. There are carrots on the side as well, so we have some steamed carrots that we're going to put on our separate plates. So I'm going to plate this on our thing here so you guys can see it, and we'll see you in a little bit. There it is guys, final product. I forgot to put the carrots. There's the carrots guys, as well as potatoes, yellow bell peppers. Alright, thank you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope you guys like more for the month of June. See you guys next time. Bye bye.